We're back. My name is Jordan Terry with TruLaw Marketing. I'm here with Cory Tays. Cory, quick, off the cusp, fun fact. Give us one right now.
Canada has more lakes than the entire world combined. The lakes in Canada account for 9% of the world's surface.
And if you stick with us through this entire video, I can promise you at least 2 more of those fun facts. Thank you, Cory.
In. I was going to say, Jordan, we were a little early on this one. We gotta give them a little taste and keep them wanting more. Stick along with us.
Just a touch, just a little
bit in there. 2
it's
more.
That's an aperitif. It's an appetizer. And we're also joined here with a Philadelphia Eagles superfan, Mike Lowe. To be clear, different. It's a different day than our first video. Mike still just has not changed out of his outfit.
Can't stop, won't stop. You guys have been informed. Don't act surprised. That's on you.
So today we're going to piggyback off our first video topic, which was how do I make a video for my law firm? And we're going to discuss the importance of videos for law firm and the digital marketing age, both for SEO and non-SEO. We'll cover why you need video for SEO in 2025 and beyond, its necessity for on-page conversion, how it allows you to create more real estate in Google results, how you can create more funnels using video and repurposing video. And then finally, easiest methods to repurpose video. So all that plus more fun Cory facts to come. Stay tuned. So let's dive into it real quick with why video is necessary for SEO performance for law firms in 2025 and beyond. I think there's 2 big things that we'll cover. One is engagement on page, and the other is time on page. And I'll pass it along to our SEO expert, Mike Lowe, to discuss what these KPIs are.
Yeah, so KPI wise, there's plenty of them, but what we're looking at here with video and why it's so important, it's kind of scaled up here. So the first generation of SEO was all content driven, like blog posts and whatnot, location pages. Then they sprinkled in some new things with maps and whatnot, still kind of considered general SEO. And then video SEO became the next big thing that really was necessary to succeed with a multi-channel approach. And now something that you're going to hear us talk about today, and just continuing and probably a recurring theme, is an omni-channel approach to SEO, which has become the next big thing of importance here. Or how you win at SEO in general. So it all comes down to user experience, and a good indicator of a user experience, one is that their people are getting the value that they're searching for super quickly. So what offers them that? A 2,500 word blog post, or a 1 minute long YouTube short, or a 1.5 minute long YouTube video in general. Probably the video. People prefer that, and Google understands that. That's why video became so important. KPI that you mentioned, Jordan, or one of them, was time on page, right? That's if you're Google and your job is to understand what kind of experience people are having, the longer people spend on your website or on the page in general, they found on search engine, that's a pretty good indicator to Google that they're finding the value they're looking for, and then some. If they're staying there and they're not bouncing back. Bounce rate is something that you would have seen in the past as well. So another KPI. Page engagement. So that would be clicking on buttons, scrolling down. Like, they'll track how far you scroll down the page. They'll track how many other pages on the website you visit. All of these are just indicators to Google that people are having a good experience and they're finding what they're searching for, and then some. But yeah, that's the KPIs, and that's why video is so important. It's just a big mechanism to create the best user experience possible in Google's eyes and in reality.
Yeah, no doubt. And in the age of AI content generation, especially, the internet is overwhelmed, oversaturated with competing content. So what Google's really looking for is not only, like Mike said, who provides quality information, provides answers to the questions people are searching for, but they've got to look at some KPIs like time on page and engagement to measure, okay, well, everyone has the same content, right? What content's keeping people on that page? What content's sticky? What content drives people to interact? And I don't want to say a good way to trick Google, but it's kind of a good way to trick Google, is to provide video, which is the preferred means of communication nowadays with most folks. Right at the top of your piece of content, People click that, and we've actually seen this across both PI and mass tort spaces. Like when we add video to page, time on page goes from 49 seconds on average to 5 minutes on average, because people don't want to read, but they will take the 5 minutes to watch the video that summarizes all the content below. And then they'll interact with that video. And then once they've watch the video, they understand the litigation or the practice more, and then they're willing to engage and click and convert. So all those little pieces help to show Google that you provide the best content possible. Now, you don't want to replace good content with just video. So you need someone like Cory Tays here that's producing quality content, but video is just a fluff piece. It's almost like the support system just to keep people engaged. So yeah, and along with there's a ton of SEO value. You could spend hours talking about the SEO value on page of video. Another huge piece of it is the actual the conversion rate optimization benefits that video offers. So not only are you getting some SEO value, but like I mentioned previously, when people watch your video, they're more engaged, they're more familiar with your practice. It kind of personalizes or humanizes yourself and your law firm, and they feel more comfortable with you. They feel more informed, and more informed and comfortable audience is way more likely to convert.
And it creates another one of those we always talk about. There's multiple ways for people to convert. There's the hard conversions we talk about where people are signing up for a mass tort with your law firm, or they're looking to file a claim, so they're sharing their info. And if it's single incident, that people are again sharing their information but looking to file a car accident claim, for example, with your law firm, something like that. Those are our hard conversions, but what video presents in the form of conversion optimization is an avenue for soft conversion, and an area where you can, one, connect with them on another avenue where they can subscribe to your channel potentially, they can comment on your video, engage with it in general, you can reply to their comments. And those are like soft conversions, but they'll keep coming back. And so depending on the year and depending on, what study we're looking at, it's going to always be X number of touch points on average before someone actually turns from a prospect into a client of any company. Law firms, I don't know, might be something like 10 touch points.
And I think it's seven touch points, 7 exposure points.
Boom. So it's like the videos, no, that's perfect. And I appreciate you providing the factual substance there rather than the arbitrary numbers they were about to receive. But it's 7 touch points. Videos give you a way, especially with a subscription, to keep hitting those touch points, keep putting your name and your company's name in front of their eyeballs until eventually they feel comfortable enough to make that move that they may have not felt comfortable enough finding your blog post the first time. So that's where it helps with conversion rate optimization with that multi-channel approach.
Yeah, and we have good hard data on SEO performance. When you place a video in your content, you're more than 50 times more likely to rank in the top positions within this industry and most industries. Our data is a little more anecdotal for conversion, but as a company across both PI and mass tort clients, we see conversions increase by up to 2x after placing a video on the page. We don't change the content, we don't change the layout, but just by placing that video at the top of page, people can quickly get some answers. They can see your face, familiarize themselves with your law firm, and feel more comfortable. We see a huge jump in conversion rate and intake just from that. So it does wonders to really not only drive clients to your website, but also then convince those clients to sign up with your law firm.
I think part of that too also is the number of bad actors, of people who aren't lawyers trying to funnel leads to their services to end up selling to lawyers. They don't have the advantage of being the lawyer and being the person to tell potential clients why they should hire them. I think a lot of the times, especially in the mass tort space, the lead aggregators have the advantage of spitting out so much information and taking from all sources of information to put themselves in front of the user. But for law firms that have real lawyers working on the case, they're the ones that can actually put a face to the case and help potential clients understand their options and feel more at ease with the process instead of being passed around between different companies and they don't know who their lawyer even is. I think video is one way to kind of like break the facade of I'm a real person and I'm here to help you.
That's another great point too, Cory. Again, we're going to circle back to omni-channel approach here and why it's so important. 5 years ago with SEO where it was or what it existed then, that's where the lead aggregators were able to dominate. Guys like me, Jordan, Cory, we could go out and start a new website today and just gobble up all these people looking to file lawsuits and sell them to you guys who need the lawsuits or the clients and make a lot of money doing it very easily. Unfortunately, today, like, we're kind of rendered powerless because the big precedent that Google has implemented, realizing that that's not the best user experience for people to just find a bunch of lead aggregators having their data sold, especially this day and age now. They've realized what a bad experience that is, so they've started to prioritize brand recognition. And that's YouTube being incorporated in that approach. That's having your Instagram set up. That's having Facebook. That's having TikTok. All of those. The more of those channels that you have set up that connect to your website, the more confident Google can be that you're a real company, one. And if all the content that they would find on there is of your attorneys, it's other attorneys talking, offering value, they can start to insinuate this is a real law firm. So when people are looking for a car accident lawyer, I'm going to recommend them because I'm fairly confident that that's a real law firm versus this website who I don't really know if they're a real law firm or if they're just lead aggregator websites. It's on a personal level with the actual human being at the end of the line that's looking to file a lawsuit or looking for help, but also on the SEO level, scratching Google's back, helping them understand who you are that much better and that you are there to help people.
Yeah, it definitely legitimizes your business and your practice in the eyes of Google, and absolutely legitimizes your practice in the eyes of potential clients. And kind of piggybacking off that idea of omni-channel presence equaling more legitimacy and authority, creating video both on site and then posting that video off site, omni-channel things like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, it creates new marketing funnels for you. And literally you get to take one piece of content and post it on 6-7 platforms, and now you've got 6-7 opportunities to drive new clients, drive engagement, even simply drive brand recognition. So especially like since Google purchased YouTube, what was that?
Sooner. It was probably like 2019. Cory, fact check us.
Yeah, those are COVID years, so they don't count.
Exactly. Everything blended together.
Well, hold on. This is fun fact number 2 from Cory Tays.
Google purchased YouTube in 2006.
Bam!
Boy, we
right
were
what I
off.
said, 2019.
Yeah, I said 2006, I think. Close.
Thinking,
We'll probably cut that. I'm going to edit that, beep it, and have 2006.
Just like make it like a really super obvious dub over your lips too. Just
Yeah.
like 2006.
I'll be doing that. So, since YouTube was purchased by Google in 2006, but especially in the last few years when YouTube video became more of a preferred content sharing method, we've seen a huge shift both on Google, where now Google's presenting YouTube videos in the search results at the top, and also people directly interacting and using Google or YouTube as a search engine. So by having video on these platforms, especially YouTube, you're creating a direct funnel where people are searching on Google for a car accident lawyer in Atlanta. Not only do you have the opportunity to appear with your law firm website and your Google Map listing, but you can also appear as a video and just gobble up even more and more real estate. And if someone's searching for Atlanta car accident lawyer and they not only see you at the top of the search engine results page and on the map, but then they've got a video of you too, they're going to just immediately trust you more than some of your competitors. So it's a bit of a rambling. I kind of lost my spot.
Your website.
Exactly.
Into your website too. This is again another name drop. I love name dropping them, but Keith Law Group down in Northwest Arkansas. That's one of our favorite accounts, I think, to look at on the SERPs because not only do they have one opportunity to get clicked super high in the maps, but they have, I think, multiple websites with us as well, to where in some instances, when someone's looking for a car accident lawyer, there's always going to be 3 map positions and there's going to be 10 organic search results underneath that. That's page 1. In some instances, we have 2 of those map positions, both being our client, and we have 2 of those search results underneath there in the organic search section, both being our clients as well. So where everybody else typically gets 1 opportunity, if they even make it to page 1, to get clicked on and get that visitor to even have a chance at them becoming a client, we get 4. And I don't have to, go much further than that to explain how much more advantageous that is to our clients than it is to our competitors.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. If I'm searching for an accident lawyer in Rogers, Arkansas, and I see them pop up 4 times, I'm not, even if they're not number one in the results, I'm still going to trust them more just because there's the first 4 of the 7 touch points you need to trust the brand. You're getting them immediately. Like, this is a legitimate brand, this is a legitimate law firm. And the same goes for mass torts. I mean, we have entered established mass torts that are relatively, I consider them evergreen as new competitors, and it's expensive and it's hard to do it traditionally with like traditional SEO tactics. But we've identified ways to create video, and we've funneled tons of really quality cases directly from YouTube and directly from other social platforms. So and it cost us a tenth of what it costs us to really compete with traditional SEO. I don't want to tell you don't invest in traditional SEO. That's generally going to be the best payout, especially in this industry. But it's an easy way to generate some immediate returns to allow you to have the financial backing you need to then enter a more expensive market or a more expensive channel or funnel like SEO and Google results.
Look at it like a multiplier, right? It's an enhancement. If you have a traditional SEO strategy in works where you actually have your website is your foundation. It's where people are going to be. It's your digital home. So when people arrive, they can go through whatever funnel you want them to go down and convert. YouTube is another way to bring them into the website, but we can also paste, like we talked about already, put the video on the web page. And look at, in those instances, it's just a multiplier. It strengthens all those SEO efforts that are already at work for you, that we know Google's going to like this even more if we put a video on there. So you're just going to get better results as a result of it.
Absolutely. And, you might be listening to this thinking, okay, great. Well, now I have to make a video and I've got to make separate videos for all these platforms. The formatting's different. YouTube Shorts formatting and video dimension requirements and time, that's different than Facebook's, which is different than LinkedIn's, which is different than YouTube. You might say to yourself, well, I don't have time for all that. But similar to our previous discussion about producing video, it's actually a lot easier, cheaper, and less time costly than one might think. So you don't need to rethink the wheel. Once you create one video, you take that video and you repurpose it. So you cut that, and there's technologies, AI, it's not the answer to all questions and the solution for everything nowadays, but it is great for video editing. So there's great cheap platforms that can take a long form video and split it and format it correctly and schedule it on 50 different channels. So now by shooting one video that, like we talked about last time, costs you 10, 20 bucks, 30 minutes of your time to get created and published, you now have the opportunity to create 10, 15 different videos with an additional 10, 15 minutes of your time by just taking that YouTube or wherever you're hosting the video, taking that link, dropping it into one of the available free, cheap AI softwares, and having it produce shorts for you, having it produce YouTube clips for you, having it produce Instagram reels. And now you've got an omni-channel presence with basically an hour of your time and 20 bucks.
And it's also, you're contributing to your own success, right? People do an SEO campaign with us. The ones who look at it, the clients look at it more like a collaborative effort, and give us endless assets, whether it's photos, videos, a combination of the two. They give us endless assets to work with. We're able to do a lot with that, and it makes our job a lot easier. It allows us to create better results and be much more effective for you as well. But at the end of the day, I know you're giving time away, but that's how we win. Jordan, Cory, and I were young dudes. We've been doing SEO for a long time at this point. We know a lot of what works, what doesn't work, and how to succeed in this niche. But the way that we've been able to get our clients the results we get them is because we just work harder, right? Our guys that we're competing against have been doing SEO for 30 years, and they're going to punch the clock at 9, and they're going to punch it again at 5. But people who want to grow their law firms, which is typically why they're doing SEO with us in the first place, and we're here to make sure you do that, those ones who put in an extra 15 minutes all of a sudden start beating their competitors as well. It's a mutual collaboration where you've got a company working relentlessly in your corner who's not going to sleep until success is achieved. It's nice to know that you guys are that dedicated as well, and you'll see the results that follow. That's what I've noticed, at least in the clients of ours that kind of have that culture of like, they're going to get us whatever. Like, here's 5 TikToks I made yesterday. Well, can we do anything with them? We'll find something to do with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your own benefit, and it's just time.
Yeah. And there's no time like the present to start producing video and publishing video. I mean, we live in an age now where I'm from the Vine generation. So like I want my content in 6 seconds or less. And you know, with younger generations, I guess this applies to all generations now. People just want their answers quickly. They don't want to have to read. Unfortunately, that's the truth of it, is like they want to be able to walk around in their house with headphones in, getting the answers without having to put much effort in. And this applies to every industry, including law. So like this trend is just going to continue to the point where video is going to be more and more favored for media consumption and information consumption. You got to start doing it now, because it might be 5 years, it might be 10 years, but at some point in time, there's going to be a major tipping point where it's going to be a requirement. If you want to compete in organic marketing in the space, you're going to have a really strong video presence, an omni-channel video presence, and a solid brand built around your video.
The worst thing you can do is at that point, just get the wheel turning then. Get the wheel turning soon. Just get it in motion so that you're rocking and rolling before everybody else just jumps into the queue and does what they're just finding out now is a necessity to succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Cory, we need another fun fact.
You can walk from North Korea to Norway and only pass through one country, and that is Russia.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, another fun fact from Cory there.
Conniving genius.
All right, so I mean, I think that covers it. Again, we really promote video and the importance of video nowadays for SEO success. Again, it's a service we offer in our SEO package to all of our clients as a necessity, really. I think maybe not in this moment, but in the near future, if you don't have video, if you don't have a presence outside of your law firm website, you're just not going to be able to compete. So something you should start doing now, today. If you have questions about it, I mean, I'm happy, and any of our team members happy to consult with you. You can contact us. Even if you're not a client, we're happy to give you a basic outline, guidelines, recommendations, how to get started now. But do recommend
Drop some comments.
Yeah. If you have questions, thank you, Mike. Drop them in the comments. Let us know. You can contact us by finding us on TruLawMarketing.com. Anything else you'd like to share, fellas?
Do us a favor. Tell the search engines that you got some value here, if you got some value here, but just giving us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, because that tells Google that you're finding value here. And if you do that, we'll get some more traction, and we can start justifying setting aside more and more time each week to give you more value for free. Doing well.
And Cory Tays, one last fact. We're going to give him an extra one for staying around the whole time.
Africa is the only continent that is in all 4 hemispheres.
I'll choose to believe you on that one. Cory is not looking these up as he goes along. He's just a little encyclopedia Brown over here. Yep, all in his head. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for staying on. And see you guys.
See you guys.